All right, here's what I did to make $1 million for the first time in my B2B consulting firm, the first time in 7 months, and how you can copy it. This isn't one of those videos to start where I'm like, look at me and look what I can do. I just know that there's a lot of people out there who want to try to grow their marketing firms or their consulting firms or their agencies, and they're kind of like wasting a lot of time reading a bunch of books, watching a bunch of YouTube videos. But please watch this one. This is the only one you should watch. But other ones, watch other ones. All right. But I do genuinely want to just give you the advice that I found that worked for me. And I've seen it work for clients of mine as well, so that you can kind of get the no BS version of it. Okay. So the first thing I did when I offered, when I made my first $1 million in consulting, and I did it in 7 months, was I built an offer that was already in demand, right? So at that time, I had built a marketing and sales program for wellness fitness facilities. I had built one offer, basically, kind of two, but like one main offer that I was selling. And I put it together and I put it in front of a few people and I tested it out, and it was based on my experience. So the first thing I did was I created kind of a high-end offer that I could fulfill that had a huge upside for prospective customers. The second thing I did was I productized the delivery of that service. So productizing, it just means like I had a roadmap, right? Step one, step two, step three. Like we just went through and kind of made it like idiot proof. And why? It's just because it's going to be easier to succeed if you just give people step one, step two, step three versus giving them esoteric or roundabout advice. So that was the second thing I did, was I productized how to deliver it. It also made it easier for me to fulfill to much more people. We could fulfill for 60, 70 clients, even if it was just, me and 2 or 3 other, contractors, like people who worked with me. Okay. So that was the second thing that I did. And then the third thing is I found one customer acquisition channel, one client getting channel, and I focused all my energy on that. And I stayed hyper-focused on sales once the fulfillment was dialed in and once the offer was dialed in. And that was it. So at that time, I used Facebook ads, which was, back in the day when Facebook ads were so cheap, it was almost a cheat code for your business. Honestly, there are a lot of people right now, influencers and gurus and stuff, who are crushed it using ads. And I would say I'm not one of the gurus, but I am somebody who was a beneficiary of underpriced ads. That said, the point remains that staying hyper focused on anything that's going to get you customers, whether that's cold email, whether that's LinkedIn outreach, whether that is still ads, right? You can still run ads, whether it's even doing events or speaking engagements. Like, it doesn't matter what the customer acquisition channel is, as long as it's predictable. Those are the only 3 things I stayed focused on. Everything else in my mind was kind of noise, and that super worked to get me to that level in the first year of starting one of my my B2B consulting firm. And I'll say too, in that time, I was not even trying to hit that outcome. I was just trying to bolt on, a small little I wanted a business that could do, something well, like maybe an extra 10 or 20 grand a month, but I wasn't trying to light the world on fire. It just kind of happened. So there is an element to like proper timing and luck. And that's not to say that you need to there's no point in doing it, it's all luck. That's just to tell you that, you're going to have to work hard, but just because you didn't get those exact results doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. There's also market timing and other external factors. Okay, so hope you found that helpful. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. If you want more stories about that, please tell me. I'm happy to share. All right, bye.